Hi guys, this is just a public service announcement. Do not buy these BITFUNX Dreamcast HDMI converters. I've been warned now that these are terrible. You know, they're cheap junk, pretty much. Which I think is to some extent true. However, I bet if I was just playing this on a TV, I would have never had no issues. However, because these ones you can't change the aspect ratio, or I don't even know the reason why, but after playing this once on my monitor, just over here, it is effectively ruined my monitor because I use this for editing videos. I've got two. And this one's completely fine, this one's still in 1080p, but after using this one, the whole aspect ratio's changed. My PC in the devices and hardware can't even recognize this monitor. It recognizes this one, which is exactly identical. It will not recognize this one at all. And yeah, it's effectively made it so this cannot be 1080p anymore. It's not even 720p. It only recognizes like a weird aspect ratio of like 600p or something like that. And it just looks horrible. Everything's blown out, everything is too big, etc, etc. It's basically not utilizing the full 1080p. Like these are old monitors, right? But I understand that, but this should not be able to kill one of these monitors over just because it's an older one. You know what I mean? This really shouldn't even be listed on Amazon, to be honest. I'm a bit shocked at that. I've contacted BITFUNX. It's been about a week and they haven't been able to sort anything out. They have a tech support on Discord. Put in my issue multiple times. No one can figure this out. In the settings of this monitor, you can change the aspect ratio and stuff, because people have said, oh, just reset the monitor. I've resetted the monitor. People say to change the aspect ratio. I've changed the aspect ratio. All it does is move it from left to right. It doesn't change the resolution and stuff like that. But yeah, now this won't, even my PS5 doesn't even recognize, it's not even recognized on the monitor. And I've unplugged the monitor, I've changed the HDMI cables, you know, I've drained out all the possible power overnight, and nobody can fix this. And I've asked multiple people, you know, people who really know their tech stuff and stuff like this, but unfortunately, because I think this is such a niche issue, no one's been able to fix it, and I believe it can't be fixed. I don't know what the fix is, because what can be done, because this monitor cannot, it doesn't have the stuff in it to change the aspect ratio again, and, you know, fix the resolution problem. I genuinely believe it's this. I know a lot of people who I've spoke to online disagree, but I mean, what else could it be? It's broken for a week and everyone's like, oh, you can fix it, you can fix it. But how long will it take? Like, what, can it be a year and it still be like this? And people can still be like, oh no, it wasn't this. But coincidentally, the second you started using this doesn't work and it won't accept high resolutions. It only accepts lower ones, like on the Dreamcast and stuff like that. So yeah, to sum up, I believe it's this. If someone has a fix, I will thank them so much, and I will retract everything I said about BITFUNX, but no one has a fix. Everyone tells me that this isn't the issue, and they tell me possible fixes. I try them, and nothing works. And I've been going at this for a whole week, because I've been spending a lot of time editing recently, and I need this second monitor, and it's effectively junk now, because I can't use it properly. Like, this has genuinely made me need to buy a whole new monitor. Just be careful of these guys. Just spend the extra money and get the proper, is it the OSC converter or something like that? I'm not too well versed in stuff like this, unfortunately, but just be careful. Again, as I said again, I'm sure if you just use this on a TV, it would be fine, no issues. But if you're just using it on like a monitor like this, it can mess it up, and that's what it's done for mine.